My child, there is a message that has been waiting for the perfect moment to reach your heart, and today that moment has finally arrived. Do not skip this. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear is connected to the very title that brought you here. Your person has been pleading before heaven, asking that this news would somehow find its way to you. They could not carry it alone anymore. They could not silence what has been growing inside their heart. And now, what has remained hidden is beginning to move toward the light. There is a reason you felt drawn to these words. Nothing about this moment feels ordinary. While the world continued with its noise, an unseen story was quietly unfolding. Your person has reached a place where pretending has become impossible. Every day they try to convince themselves to move forward without looking back, but every attempt only brought them closer to remembering you. Don't skip this, because the next few moments may reveal why so many unexpected feelings have been surrounding you lately. Have you noticed how certain memories suddenly returned without warning? Have you wondered why someone you thought had disappeared from your thoughts has been crossing your mind again? Those moments were not random. They were small echoes of a much larger movement taking place beyond what your eyes could see. Your person has been carrying words they never believed they would have the courage to face. Instead of speaking them aloud, they whispered them into quiet moments, hoping heaven would do what they felt unable to do themselves. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The news is not about wealth, fame, or temporary success. It reaches much deeper than that. It is about a heart that finally stopped running from the truth. Your person has realized that every road they followed without honesty left them feeling empty. Every distraction faded. Every excuse lost its strength. The only thing that continued to remain was the place your memory held inside them. There was a night when everything changed. While everyone around them believed life was moving normally, they found themselves sitting in complete silence. No applause. No celebration. No voices telling them what decision to make. Only a quiet realization that they had been ignoring something precious for far too long. In that silence they stopped asking how to forget you. Instead, they began asking how they could ever make things right if another opportunity appeared. Don't skip this. The next part of this message carries the weight of everything they have been unable to say. Your person is no longer asking for signs that erase you from their heart. They are asking for courage to face what they truly feel. That is why this title matters. They are begging heaven to deliver this news because they believe some doors can only open when truth arrives before fear. Perhaps you have been questioning why certain paths suddenly closed in your own life. Perhaps plans changed without explanation. Sometimes what feels like delay is actually preparation. While you were learning lessons you never expected, your person was walking through a journey that slowly stripped away pride, confusion, and stubbornness. They began seeing things differently. They began recognizing moments they once ignored. They even remembered conversations that seemed ordinary then but now carry extraordinary meaning. Something huge is waiting for you, so stay till the end. Imagine carrying a sentence in your heart every single day but never finding the courage to speak it. That has become your person's reality. Every morning they wake up hoping today will finally be different. Every evening they wonder whether another opportunity has slipped away. The weight has become heavier than the silence itself. The news they have been asking heaven to deliver is simple, yet it has the power to change everything they believed about their future. They no longer wish to keep hiding what they truly feel. They have stopped asking whether their heart should remember you. Instead, they have begun asking whether there is still hope that the distance between both of you can someday become smaller. Do not skip what comes next in this journey. This is only the beginning, and far greater revelations are still waiting ahead. Every hidden emotion, every unanswered question, and every silent prayer is leading toward a moment neither of you expected. Stay till the end of this story, because the message heaven is carrying has only just begun to unfold, and the next chapter reveals the first unexpected sign that your person's deepest hope may already be moving closer than anyone realizes. A quiet shift has already begun, even if no one around you has noticed it yet. Don't skip this. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The message continues exactly where it left off, and what you are about to hear is the reason your person has been pleading with heaven day after day. Your person reached a moment where silence no longer felt safe. For so long they believed keeping everything hidden would protect both of you, but every passing day made the burden heavier. They discovered that the truth has a voice of its own. It waits patiently, and eventually it becomes impossible to ignore. That is why they lifted their heart toward heaven and whispered, "If I cannot find the right words, please let this message reach them another way." There was no dramatic announcement. No crowd. No celebration. Only a quiet realization that changed everything inside them. They finally understood that every path they followed without honesty left them feeling incomplete. Every victory felt empty because one question never stopped following them. What if I had simply been truthful from the beginning? Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The news they long for you to receive is not based on fear. It is born from clarity. They no longer want to hide behind uncertainty. They no longer want distance to speak louder than sincerity. They have reached a place where they would rather face an honest answer than continue living with unanswered questions. As these thoughts grew stronger, unexpected reminders of you appeared everywhere. Familiar places, forgotten conversations, ordinary moments, each one quietly pointed back to the same truth. The more they tried to move forward without acknowledging it, the stronger the feeling became. Eventually they stopped resisting. Instead, they accepted what their heart had been trying to tell them all along. Don't skip this, because the next revelation is important. Your person has realized that timing can change people. Circumstances can reshape hearts. The version of themselves that once hesitated is slowly disappearing. In its place stands someone learning the value of openness, patience, and courage. That transformation did not happen overnight. It came through countless quiet moments when they chose honesty over pride. Something huge is waiting for you. They have been asking heaven for one opportunity not to erase the past, but to build something better than what existed before. They know that trust cannot be demanded. It must be earned. That understanding has changed the way they think, the way they hope, and the way they dream about tomorrow. Before this message continues, if these words are touching your heart, consider sharing this video with someone who may also need encouragement today. And if this journey is speaking to you, remember to subscribe so you won't miss the next chapter of this unfolding story. the greatest revelation has still not been spoken. The message your person wants heaven to deliver is drawing closer with every passing moment, and what comes next will uncover the one truth they have guarded longer than anyone could imagine. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal the secret they have finally stopped trying to hide. Without warning, the silence around your person began to feel different. It was no longer empty. It was filled with expectation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message has reached the point where hidden emotions can no longer remain hidden, and heaven is gently opening the next chapter. For a long time, your person believed that keeping everything inside would make life easier. They smiled when others expected them to smile. They answered questions without revealing what was truly happening in their heart. But every quiet evening ended the same way. When everything else faded, one thought always remained. It was you. They began replaying moments they once overlooked. Conversations they considered ordinary suddenly carried extraordinary meaning. Small acts of kindness became impossible to forget. Even simple memories returned with surprising clarity. They realized that the things they once considered insignificant had quietly become the strongest part of their story. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. One evening they looked toward heaven and made a request unlike any they had ever made before. They did not ask for an easy path. They did not ask for every obstacle to disappear. Instead, they whispered, "Please let the truth reach them. If they are meant to know what is in my heart, let the message find them in the right moment." That prayer changed something within them. They stopped chasing distractions. They stopped pretending they were unaffected. Instead, they began preparing themselves for the possibility that one day the truth would finally be known. They understood that honesty requires courage, and courage often begins quietly before anyone else can see it. Don't skip this. Every step in this journey is leading somewhere meaningful. While you have been living your own life, your person has been learning lessons they never expected to learn. They discovered that genuine feelings cannot be replaced by convenience. Real peace cannot be built on denial. The heart always remembers what truly matters. Something huge is waiting for you. There is one sentence your person has repeated over and over in private, yet they have never spoken it where others could hear. They keep saying, "I hope they know they were never forgotten." Those words have become part of their daily thoughts. They are no longer trying to erase the past. They are hoping the future still holds room for honesty. As days passed, unexpected moments continued to remind them of you. A familiar melody. A place they had not visited in years. A conversation that sounded strangely familiar. Each reminder felt like another gentle nudge encouraging them not to give up. They slowly realized these moments were strengthening their resolve instead of weakening it. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. The news they have been begging heaven to deliver is coming closer with every passing moment. They are no longer asking whether they should reveal what they feel. Now they are asking whether they will have the courage when the opportunity finally arrives. The story is approaching a turning point. The next chapter reveals the promise your person quietly made after realizing they could no longer keep their heart hidden. That promise has the power to change everything that follows, and you will not want to miss what happens next. Everything changed the moment your person stopped asking for certainty and started asking for courage. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story has now reached a turning point, and every moment from here carries a deeper meaning than the last. There came a quiet morning when they realized they could no longer live behind unanswered emotions. For the first time, they admitted to themselves that the strongest battles are often invisible. No one around them noticed the change, but inside, everything was different. The walls they had built for so long were beginning to fall. They lifted their eyes toward heaven and whispered, "If this path is meant to continue, let truth arrive before fear. Let honesty become stronger than hesitation." That simple prayer became the beginning of a completely new chapter. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your person no longer wanted to measure life by missed opportunities. They wanted to become someone who would never have to wonder, "What if I had spoken from my heart?" Every passing day strengthened that decision. They started looking back, not with regret, but with understanding. They recognized moments when kindness was misunderstood, when silence created distance, and when fear disguised itself as wisdom. Instead of blaming anyone, they chose to grow from those moments. Don't skip this. The greatest revelation has still not arrived. What your person longs for is not a perfect ending, but a truthful beginning. They believe that every meaningful connection deserves honesty, patience, and respect. Those values became the foundation of every hope they now carry. Something huge is waiting for you. As they continued praying, a deep sense of peace slowly replaced confusion. It was not because every question had been answered. It was because they finally accepted that truth is always stronger than pretending. That realization became the news they desperately wanted heaven to carry, that their heart had changed, that fear no longer ruled their choices, and that they were ready to live with sincerity. If this story is encouraging you, share it with someone who might also need a message of hope today, and remember to subscribe so you can continue this journey as the next chapter unfolds. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The next part reveals the unexpected sign that convinces your person they may finally be ready to speak the words they have carried in silence for so long, and that moment changes the direction of this entire story. Just when everything seemed quiet, an unexpected moment brought fresh clarity. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The journey is moving into a chapter where hope begins to feel stronger than uncertainty, and every step carries your person closer to the truth they have longed to share. Your person discovered that the hardest conversation is often the one that first happens within the heart. Before any words could ever be spoken aloud, they had to face their own fears. They had to admit that running from sincere emotions had never brought them peace. Every attempt to bury those feelings only caused them to grow stronger. One evening, they paused in complete silence and reflected on every moment that had shaped their journey. They remembered times when they stayed quiet instead of speaking honestly. They remembered opportunities they allowed to pass because doubt felt louder than courage. Yet instead of becoming discouraged, they made a quiet decision that would influence everything that followed. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They promised themselves that if another opportunity ever appeared, they would no longer allow fear to decide their future. They would choose honesty. They would choose patience. And they would trust that genuine words carry more strength than perfect timing. As that promise settled into their heart, small changes began appearing in unexpected ways. Their thoughts became calmer. Their outlook became clearer. They found themselves appreciating simple moments that once went unnoticed. Every sunrise reminded them that new beginnings often arrive quietly before anyone recognizes them. Don't skip this. There is another piece of the message your person has been hoping would somehow reach you. It is not a demand. It is not an expectation. It is simply this: they hope that if the right moment comes, it will be met with understanding rather than fear. That hope has become one of the strongest motivations in their journey. Something huge is waiting for you. Although they cannot see every step ahead, they have stopped allowing uncertainty to control them. Instead, they have chosen to become someone who values truth, kindness, and steady faith over quick answers. That inner transformation has become more meaningful than they ever imagined. Every day they continue moving forward, carrying one quiet expectation that when the right time arrives, honesty will no longer remain hidden. Until then, they continue preparing themselves with patience, believing that what is built on truth deserves to begin with integrity. Don't skip. Stay till the end. The story is approaching its most emotional turning point yet. In the next chapter, your person receives an unexpected reminder that strengthens their resolve and convinces them they are closer than ever to sharing the news they have carried so carefully within their heart. A single quiet realization changed the direction of everything. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What happened next was not loud enough for the world to notice, but it was powerful enough to transform your person's heart forever. For the first time in a long while, your person stopped asking, "Will everything happen exactly the way I imagined?" Instead, they began asking, "Am I becoming the kind of person who can speak with honesty when the moment arrives?" That question stayed with them through every new day, and little by little, the answer began to change. They understood that real hope is not built on perfect circumstances. It is built on truth. The more they accepted that, the lighter their heart became. They no longer felt trapped by old doubts. They no longer believed that silence was the safest path. Instead, they discovered that peace begins when fear loses its hold. Don't skip this. Something huge is waiting for you. There were moments when your person almost gave up on the idea that this message would ever reach you. Yet every time discouragement appeared, an unexpected reminder quietly lifted their spirit again. A familiar place. A meaningful memory. A conversation that echoed something they had once shared. Each reminder encouraged them not to lose hope. As those moments continued, they realized something remarkable. The news they wanted heaven to deliver was no longer only about what they felt. It had become a promise to live differently. They decided that if they were ever given another opportunity to speak from the heart, they would not hide behind hesitation. They would choose honesty, humility, and patience. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your person now believes that meaningful connections deserve sincerity more than perfection. They have stopped trying to create the perfect words. Instead, they are preparing to speak genuine ones. That change has given them a quiet confidence they never had before. There is another truth they have carried in silence. They have come to understand that every season of waiting has taught them something valuable. They no longer see the past only through disappointment. They see it as preparation. Every lesson, every delay, and every unexpected turn has shaped them into someone who values what truly matters. Don't skip. The story is drawing closer to its most important revelation. Your person believes that when truth is finally spoken, it should bring peace rather than pressure, hope rather than fear, and understanding rather than confusion. That belief has become the foundation of every prayer they quietly offer. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter reveals the moment your person finally recognizes a clear sign that it is almost time to stop waiting and begin speaking the truth they have carried for so long. What follows will become the most emotional part of this entire journey, and you will not want to miss a single word. An answer arrived in the stillness when your person least expected it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the chapter where quiet hope begins to outweigh every lingering doubt, and the message they have been longing to send draws closer than ever before. Your person realized that waiting had changed them in ways they never imagined. They were no longer the same person who once allowed uncertainty to control every decision. They had learned that time can either harden a heart or refine it. They chose the second path. Every challenge became a lesson. Every delay became an opportunity to grow in wisdom and patience. One peaceful evening, they reflected on everything they had been carrying inside. They understood that the greatest burden was not the distance itself. It was the feeling that their true thoughts had never been fully expressed. That realization became impossible to ignore. Instead of pushing it away, they embraced it with quiet courage. Don't skip this. Something huge is waiting for you. They looked toward heaven once again and made a simple request. If this message is meant to reach them, let it arrive with peace. Let every misunderstanding be replaced with clarity. Let every fear lose its power. After that moment, something inside them became unexpectedly calm. That calm did not come because every question had been answered. It came because they finally accepted that truth does not need to be forced. It arrives at the right moment, carried with sincerity and patience. From that day forward, they stopped chasing certainty and started preparing themselves for honesty. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your person has quietly begun making choices that reflect this new chapter of their life. They have become more thoughtful with their words, more grateful for small blessings, and more determined not to repeat the mistakes that once created unnecessary distance. They now understand that lasting connections are built one honest step at a time. There is another part of the news they have been hoping heaven would deliver. They want you to know that they no longer measure the future by past disappointments. They believe people can grow. They believe hearts can change. Most importantly, they believe that truth has the power to open doors that fear could never unlock. Don't skip. The journey is almost at its greatest turning point. Every quiet prayer, every hidden hope, and every lesson has been leading toward one unforgettable moment. Your person senses that the season of silence is nearing its end. They are no longer asking whether they should speak. They are preparing themselves for the day when honesty finally becomes action. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter will reveal the moment your person recognizes that the news they begged heaven to deliver has already begun touching hearts in ways they never imagined. The final pieces of this extraordinary journey are about to come together, and the revelation ahead will change the direction of the entire story. The moment they had been waiting for arrived more quietly than anyone could have imagined. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is the chapter where the message your person begged heaven to deliver begins to reveal its deepest meaning. Your person finally understood that the greatest miracle was never about forcing an outcome. It was about becoming completely honest with their own heart. They realized they had spent too much time wondering what everyone else expected while ignoring what truth had been gently whispering to them all along. As that understanding settled within them, a remarkable peace replaced the endless questions. They no longer felt trapped between fear and hope. Instead, they carried a quiet confidence that whatever happened next would be built on sincerity instead of uncertainty. Don't skip this. Something huge is waiting for you. There is one sentence your person has repeated over and over in the quiet moments when no one else could hear. I don't want my heart to remain silent anymore. Those words became more than a thought. They became a promise. A promise to never again allow fear to speak louder than truth. Day after day, they began preparing themselves in small but meaningful ways. They became more patient, more grateful, more willing to acknowledge their mistakes without making excuses. They discovered that genuine change is rarely loud. It happens one decision at a time until one day you realize you have become a completely different person. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The news they have been asking heaven to deliver is finally becoming clear. It is not simply that they remember you. It is not only that they value what once existed. The news is that they have chosen to live with honesty, no matter how difficult that path may seem. They believe that truth is always worth carrying, even when it requires great courage. Every lesson they experienced brought them to this moment. Every delay strengthened their patience. Every unanswered question taught them humility. Looking back, they can now see that even the hardest seasons prepared them for this very chapter. Don't skip. The story has not reached its final revelation yet. One final piece remains hidden, and it is the piece your person has protected more carefully than anything else. They believe that when the right moment arrives, words will no longer be enough. Their actions will quietly reveal everything their heart has been trying to say. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter uncovers the final promise your person made before heaven, a promise they believe will shape every step they take from this day forward. What happens next brings this extraordinary journey closer to its unforgettable conclusion. The final promise was made when no one else was watching. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every step of this journey has been leading to this moment, and the message your person begged heaven to deliver is now closer than ever to being fully revealed. Your person stood in complete stillness and realized that there was one decision they could no longer postpone. They could continue living with hidden feelings, or they could choose a future built on honesty. For the first time, the answer came without hesitation. They chose truth. It was not because every obstacle had disappeared. It was not because every question had been answered. It was because they finally understood that peace is found when the heart stops hiding. That realization became the greatest turning point of their entire journey. Don't skip this. Something huge is waiting for you. Your person quietly made a promise that changed everything inside them. They said, "From this day forward, I will not let fear decide my future. I will not allow silence to speak in my place. When the right moment comes, I will choose honesty with courage." Those words were never spoken for applause. No one around them knew that promise had been made. Yet from that day onward, every decision reflected it. They became more patient with others, more thoughtful in their actions, more willing to admit where they had fallen short. They discovered that true strength is found in humility. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is another part of the news they have longed for you to receive. They no longer want to carry yesterday's regrets into tomorrow. Instead, they hope every new day becomes an opportunity to build something stronger than before. They have learned that meaningful connections are not sustained by perfect words but by consistent sincerity. As they continued walking this new path, they noticed something remarkable. The fear that once felt impossible to overcome became smaller with each passing day. Hope quietly took its place. They stopped imagining everything that could go wrong and began believing that honesty always has value, whatever the outcome may be. Don't skip. Every chapter has been preparing you for this revelation. The news your person asked heaven to deliver is not merely that they still care. It is that they have been transformed by the journey itself. They have become someone who values truth above comfort, patience above haste, and genuine connection above appearances. That transformation is the message they wished could reach your heart. Something huge is waiting for you. Yet one final chapter still remains. There is one last revelation your person has never spoken aloud, a quiet hope they have carried through every season of waiting. When that final truth is revealed, every piece of this story will come together, and you will finally understand why they believed heaven itself had to carry this message. Don't skip. Stay till the very end, because the greatest moment of this entire journey is still ahead.